Hello, everybody, and welcome to a AEW watch along. I'm John. That's Michael. Mike, take it away.
Hi again, everyone. We are live and we are ready to go live with AEW Dynamite. We're about 21 minutes in, so I'm going to make this quick. I don't have a lot of news tonight, but my good nights to my girls, Christy, Crystal, Megan, and Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin. I love you all. Mwah. We'll see each other tomorrow. Caitlin, thank you for letting me borrow your books. I'm going to have a lot to read for quite a while, so thank you very much. And also, I want to say good night to our buddy Jeffrey. Good night, buddy. We love you, Jeffrey. Yeah, we love you too. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. You're not very talkative all of a sudden. What's going on? Anyway, what?
You know that this Saturday that we're not going to be watching AEW Collision.
Oh, that's right. We're not going to be coming to you with AEW Collision this Saturday. Maybe a replay on Sunday. I don't know, but at any rate, we won't be coming to you with Collision because this coming Saturday night's main event, what is today?
The 10th. We got 3 more days.
Only 3 days left in the WWE career of John Cena, and then you won't see John Cena anymore, unless it's in the movies or on TV. But my best guess, as I said this morning, would be that we'll see him sometime next year, as around WrestleMania time, as he will be the first inductee into the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame, seeing as how retirement seems to be a criteria, although they inducted Ray and he's not retired. So at any rate, I'm not going to ramble. At any rate, John Cena will probably be inducted next year. And then, of course, the next night, he will walk out on stage with the rest of the inductees, and that will be the end of John Cena as far as WWE is concerned. After Saturday, he'll go full-time Hollywood, return briefly for his induction in April, and then leave again, and as I said, go full-time Hollywood. But Gunther was the winner of the last time is now tournament, so it will be Gunther and John Cena in John Cena's final match. And we are 24 minutes in. I don't think there's anything else. So with that, I'm not sure where we're at tonight, but with that, thank you for being with us. And thank you for joining us as we go now to this week's episode of AEW Dynamite. Oh, by the way, tonight Joe defends, I think, against
Asker Machine.
Echo. God damn it. Echo. What's the main event of tonight's AEW Dynamite?
Tonight's AU Dynamite main event features Hangman Adam Page defending his AU World Championship against Jon Moxley. It's a rematch from All in Texas, with everyone banned from ringside.
Okay, Echo, I think you're a little bit behind. Anyway, thank you for being with us. Let's go to Dynamite.
We went from ruthless aggression, and the champ is here, and hustle, loyalty, and respect. And to let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Let's go Cena, Cena sucks. And then they went from let's go Cena, Cena sucks to thank you Cena, thank you Cena.
Come on, don't pout. I'm sorry I ruined your game.
I'm not pouting, I'm drooling. So I'll just write it on my hand. And it's
okay, this is over, so I'll
you
just
guys
let
in
it go.
20 years.
Can you open this for me? I'm
Yeah, I got you.
having trouble. I don't know why.
Hi now.
You need help getting?
Oh, yes, you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I got you. There we go. We're live in Atlanta, Georgia, WCW turf.
We are in WCW territory.
It's Eddie Kingston versus Samoa Joe. That's tonight's main event.
This is the final match in the tournament to determine the first ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champion. Nina Shirakawa fighting
Last week, now here they are in the finals, but are they 100%? Yeah, I mean, they had to take some calculated risks to get here, but they paid off. Never underestimate the strategic mind of Tony Storm. They've done a great job getting here.
I think a couple of numbers come to mind here. Tony Storm, this singles competition, but she's 5-0 combined with Willow and Harley. Never lost to them in singles. We'll see how it plays out tonight, Nick Calvin. Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron,
We're trying to despite Willow Nightingale's singles track record. She and Harley Cameron, definitely the underdogs coming into this tournament. They drew Athena versus smne in the opening round. The Sisters of Sandy in the semifinals. An unlikely story for these two to make it to the finals.
Yes, sir.
So whoever wins this is going to be the first AEW Women's.
no one really thought that the Bates of
Yes.
would win that match. They did, and I think it really has propelled them all the way here now.
We see Aubrey Edwards raising AEW Women's.
Hey, what's up, Skinny? We're watching AEW Dynamite. Skinny.
Ooh,
Skinny.
off this massive
Skinny.
winter
Well,
is
good.
coming broadcast live from Atlanta. All action here tonight by CBS and HBO Max.
Exciting time to be a fan of AEW. Exciting week.
Sorry, I have to
one
move
of the
it.
biggest weeks
I don't mean to
ever
get
in
in your way.
AEW TV, and it starts tonight.
Mina Shirakawa, Harley Cameron starting things off for their respective sides. Mina with the experience edge, but Harley has been wrestling well.
I'm gonna go check
above
with
her
Sean.
experience.
Right.
She's been wrestling fantastic, especially in this tournament. It seems like has brought out a newfound confidence in Harley Cameron. Mina puts on the brakes. Little shimmy from Mina Shirakawa. Now Harley Cameron rolling over.
Okay, well, as usual, for no apparent reason, Batcher walked out on me, so we'll just sit here and kill time. Well, now what? Why the fuck does it?
No Sean yet. Or I think he's not even coming at all.
No, if he was coming, he would have been here by now.
Yeah.
I know, but he just
Goes behind the attack, takes a side headlock.
That shit is just running for confidence and nothing else. Look at
Harley Benson up in the corner, slipping through, and now rolls Mina through.
Watch him come by the main event.
So how do you call that one, Excalibur?
That was something that Brian did to me in a Ukrainian hall in Detroit about 20 years ago.
Wow.
Kick to the midsection for Mina Shirakawa. Slowing the pace down. Now hammer throwing to the ropes. Harley ducks underneath the lariat and comes through. Harley driving Mina Shirakawa down face first. Mina looking for a tag. Willow gets the tag from Harley. And now Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale.
No doubt, two of the greats in AEW in the ring in the women's division.
The two veterans for their respective sides, Brian.
Yes, I think we're two of the most popular women here in AEW.
Ew.
Side headlock applied by Willow Nightingale. You can hear a 50-50 split between the raucous crowd here in Atlanta.
Doesn't take much to get the danger up, so to speak, for timeless Tony Storm. She has a very
Here's what Sean said.
Four-time
Hey John, I'm
AEW
sorry
Women's World
for
Champion Timeless Tony Storm.
over last
A
Tuesday.
woman who,
I
without
really
a
was,
championship title
I was
to her
acting.
name since someone lost as Harley Cameron.
Wait, I'm sorry, read this again.
Here's what Sean said. He said, hey John, I'm sorry over last Tuesday. I really was acting. I would take actions and listen to your staff, and I will listen. I don't want to mean I just need it to be nice. Santa is watching me right now. And I said, we're live. You coming or not?
What?
That's what Sean said right there.
No, what was the end of it?
Sean, well, after that, he said, just needs it to be nice. Santa is watching me right now.
Then what did he say after that?
I said, we're live. Are you coming or not?
And did he respond?
No, I think he's not coming at all tonight.
Okay, he said Santa is watching me.
Yeah,
Okay, how old is Sean?
26.
Sean, you're 26 years old, dude. Have you not put it together yet that Santa does not exist? That there is no such thing as Santa Claus? Okay, Santa doesn't bring you a thing worth fuck. Okay, Santa doesn't bring you a fucking thing. It's your parents that get you stuff. It's your brothers, your sisters, Amazon, FedEx. Okay, that's how you get your presents. Santa's not real, dude. Santa doesn't exist, dude. Put two and two together, grow up and figure it out. Still love you, but regardless, grow up and figure it out. Santa does not exist. Okay?
He said, stay put. I'm coming.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm going to be opening up the door when you're coming. You better apologize to tomorrow. If you do come over tomorrow or whenever, you got to be nice, all right, Sean?
Oh my God, the two of you put together are like.
Hey, it's
two
not my
stooges.
fault that he started it last night.
Neither one of you know what you mean or what you're saying or.
Michael,
God.
Sean's the one who started it last night. He was the one who turned into Incredible Hulk.
Last night?
Yes.
I didn't even know he was here last night.
He wanted to watch NXT with me last night.
But
Rupert told him to go home last night because he was acting out towards our house.
in what way?
Ask him when you see him.
Okay, see, this is what I'm saying. Neither one of you
I don't
makes
know
sense.
what he said. So you have to ask him why he got mad last night.
God.
Maybe he was disrespecting staff like that, so he told him to go home. And then Nori told him that he has to go home too. I was basically in my room the whole entire time, and then I saw Sean getting pissed off. And then I had to wait for Izzy outside last night to see if he wanted to come over and watch NXT, and then he forgot his wallet last night. Let me go see if he's coming. Coming. No need to grab a chair. I already got one for you, Sean. Okay. Step into the AEW TV room. The boss has been inspecting you. Have a seat.
Hey, you gonna leave me hanging?
That's fine.
There you go. And ladies and gentlemen, a half hour in, we have been joined by Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy. And with Sean now here, we take you back to AEW and the finals as we open the show with the finals of the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament.
Winter is coming.
And thank you for being with us.
Tony and Willow, now Mina and Harley. Things just breaking down here to a hockey fight. First there by the time this love bomb.
You know the good thing
Babes
about
side
ladies
step
and
and Harley.
causing it and all that.
Now I
can
can
get through all the commercials.
How they go down on the floor after him? How about that aggression, Brian?
Yeah, Harley did a great job. Going and holding Mina and Tony steps so that Willow can dive on them. I mean, the Babes of Wrath have exhibited great teamwork during this tournament.
Yeah, and it's showing really here. They're just as smooth as ever.
I think that teamwork is what allowed them to pick up that upset victory in the first round against two hotly decorated champions. Is Harley now the cover? Tony Storm the kick out. You think Mercedes Moné, the longest reigning TBS champion of all time, and Athena, the longest reigning Ring of Honor Women's World Champion by multiple country miles, as you would say, Tony.
Absolutely, absolutely. And now Harley, the only lady in there without a belt on her resume.
Harley, shot to the face of Mina Shirakawa, a backbreaker by Timeless Tony Storm.
Yeah, so don't you think, Brian, this would be the lady, Harley, probably the least experienced of all four, the lady that the Timeless Love Bombs need to work on?
I agree, Tony, and I think they're doing a great job of that. You saw her inexperience come, especially when in tag matches, they were able to kneel in the back when she was hitting the ropes, giving Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa the advantage. I think this is a smart strategy by them. He tucks in and out by the love bombs, and now Tony Storm sets up for the body press one. 2-0. And Harley able to kick out with the momentum firmly in the corner of the Timeless Love Bombs. Harley though trying to use those long limbs to reach to get the time to Willow, but the standing switch ducks underneath. Now Harley, that suplex. Great counter from Harley. Trying to open the tag made to Willow Nightingale. Former TBS champion Willow Nightingale takes down Mina twice, takes down Tony Storm once. Now overhand shots.
How about this?
Willow playing her own game of ping pong with the Timeless Love Bombs. But Mina, swift shot to the midsection, double hammer throw into the ropes. Willow breaks through the lane and tapped and tags. Members of the opposition down.
Willow gets the momentum going up.
Sends Tony Storm to the floor and opening contest to crown the inaugural AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions continues.
Before we get back to AEW, I'm gonna get your water ready for bed, okay? I'll be back. Sean, it's okay. Like, what happened to you last night?
Oh, I wasn't mad at you. I was by myself.
Yeah, but you kind of.
I understand, okay? Go ahead.
I understand, but you have to tell Michael what happened.
I lost my mind in a moment. I'm sorry.
You did what?
I lost my mind in a moment. I'm sorry.
You left your mind?
I lost my mind.
He's saying and let me be in a you know how Ranjinson, the great colleague, says what I think that Sean's trying to say, that he lost his mind last night.
Sure, dude. Whatever. At this point,
I'll get you your water.
it doesn't fucking matter. Okay.
They start to propagate a water bottle.
water, Michael.
Thank you.
Yesterday, Michael, when you were doing your Christmas performance,
Yeah.
I never heard you sing that good before.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I thought that I sounded kind of like scratchy, but
No, you didn't.
But that the one guy that was there,
The Blue Christmas, you actually did pretty good.
no, that guy Dave that was there
Mm-hmm.
said if your voice sounds like that, it's probably because of the weather. It's not because of you. Because sometimes if it's really cold, it can affect even your speaking voice, let alone singing.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that made me.
Because when we get ready to head off the air, Skinny then or Vid, he usually drinks his water before he goes to sleep.
Why would that be important?
Because he wants to ask, why did you set his water over there?
Okay, well, no one's ever asked that before. Wow. Okay, at any rate.
Back to AEW
Let's
before
go back to AEW.
it's 10 o'clock.
And of course, as always, thank you for being with us.
The college football playoff begins December 19th and 20th on ESPN and TNT. Who will lead winners coming as the first ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions? Will it be the Thomas Love or will it be the Babes of Wrath? Harley Cameron and Will Nightingale have had the upper hand over the last few moments and seem to be maintaining the momentum here in our opening contest tonight.
Absolutely, and we are going to, as you said, as Chandler, have new champions crowned here tonight, and we are just getting started. So many great champions throughout the years in AEW. New champions on the horizon here tonight.
Make sure the power turns things on. Willow, the DDT. Off the ropes. Remember, we could have a new champion crowned with our main sure. Absolutely. Joe, Eddie Kingston for the AEW Men's World Championship. But right now, Tony Storm, legal for the blood bombs and Mongolian chops delivered after the drop kicks. Hitting the lines there for Harley and Willow. And now Tony Storm going up there.
Tony Storm is just so talented.
Such a difference maker, Brian. As soon as she tagged in and now could be looking for the chicken wing.
I'm only going to show you guys once the match. This is what we've been watching every Wednesday and Saturday nights.
Great move by Willow to get that save, but if that chicken wing would have been on, it could have been over.
Double hand throw. Reverse by Mina Shirakawa. Good for Harley. Shot for Willow. Now Mina, Kazutora. Rolls through, steps through. She likes the figure four from this position. And now, deep on Willow. And wrenching the knees of Harley.
Great double team move by Mina Shirakawa. And you can see the damage on Harley Cameron's leg.
Mina now looking to execute that figure four. Turns the corner. It's the leg hook over the knee, and Harley Cameron in deep water here. Mina Shirakawa has Harley anchored in the center of the ring. Harley doing a good job though, reversing things on Mina. But Tony Storm intervenes, and now Willow brings Mina over. Turnabout's fair play. Willow, oh no, wait, Willow sweeps up the leg, and now Willow's turn.
Oh, Indian deathlock.
Or the attempt, at least.
Yeah, I think Willow needs to get Harley Cameron out of that figure four.
I agree.
Willow, she's battering Tony, battering Mina. Remember, if Harley, to your point, if Harley tapped out, that would have been it. Willow and Tony were not the legal competitors. As things breaking down here tonight, the first night of Winners Coming. Remember, Winners Coming Collision comes your way this Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific, coast-to-coast broadcast on TNT and HBO Max for Collision. Winners Coming this Saturday.
Oh, wait a minute.
What a week, and so much
We
history.
can watch the It's going to be in the afternoon.
Oh.
I forgot.
And we're going to see it here tonight. So
Okay, well, I take back what I said.
From the fans.
We will be coming
This is
to
high stakes. This is as high stakes as
but
it gets.
instead of
I mean, both teams, you just see them just brawling. It's not how important it is to these women to be the first ever AEW Women's Tag Team Champions.
Opposite corner, Charlie Cameron and Willow Nightingale.
That reminds me of something. What are we doing Saturday?
I have to talk to Rupert about that, what we're doing. Besides the breakfast with Santa,
Oh,
it's
It's
only in the
20th.
morning.
God damn it. I forgot about that.
That's 20th.
And plus, I'm going to be working in the morning with Eugene and Izzy and Jimmy.
Okay, well, that's the morning. Okay.
But I don't know about what we're doing in the afternoon.
So you don't know what we're doing after the...
No, I only know the breakfast with Santa, and that's it.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. Just like I forgot about... What the fuck?
The timeless love bomb's up, but Tony Storm slips through Willow's guard, and now Harley didn't realize he was coming. As Tony Storm has Harley held up, Mina coming off the top with the sling blade. And Tony Storm.
I mean, obviously, I just put it on UBR, but...
Is that going to be a 1, 2,
You know why? I mean, they're not going to tell you this. They're not going to admit this on TV. But you know why they're doing it in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
They know that Saturday night, everybody's going to care more about John Cena than they are about this.
Maybe putting at a disadvantage, Ryan.
Yeah,
So
it
they
sure seems
realize,
like
you know
Tony
what, no
Storm
one
seems
can be
down.
watching us at nighttime. Let's do it earlier.
That's true.
Big rolling elbow to the back.
Roundhouse kick, it missed. But the second time, kick to the spine. Nina looking for that back. Flips it, connects. But remember, Harley Cameron earlier this year, she had that nose broken, requiring surgery, facial surgery, so that spinning back fist could have done serious damage, but instead, the glorious driver, Mina, could be coming up for Harley Cameron. We could see new champions crowned. Harley slips behind. Oh!
That's her finishing move. Which makes it tag.
As Willow the Babe with the pound.
First ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron, Blaze of
Underdogs no more. They are
Who
the
did they
first
beat?
ever
Tony Storm and Nikki?
AEW Women's
American
World
House Hour.
Tag Team Champions, the Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron.
Gentlemen, this is a shocker, don't you think so, Brian? I mean, this, like you said, underdogs no more. Excalibur.
I hate to call it an actual shocker because they've been shocking us in every round of this tournament. But yeah, I was shocked for sure.
Well, let's head to the ring, and Renee Paquette standing by with the inaugural champion.
Babes of Wrath, the Babes of Wrath did it. They made history here tonight, ladies. A huge congratulations. This is incredible. Harley Cameron, this is the first championship you have won here in AEW. Can you guys put into any words for me what it means to be our first ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions?
First feeling tired. That was a hard fight. Harley's mouth is all bloody. It's not just lipstick, folks. But I'm proud of myself, of course, but I'm so proud of Harley Cameron. And it's been a rough year, me not knowing who's there for me and who's not. And she is so great. She has been. She has been, in here and out. Will and I first met in the
second ever match, and I can't believe I mixed you today, and that we are the first ever All Elite Women Tag Team Champions. Congratulations, ladies. What are we? Bands! And what do we have? Rock! Bands of rock! Bands of rock! Bands of rock!
Oh, the Babes of Wrath. Kicking. Dynamite Winter is coming off with a bang. Oh, wait a second. Tony and Mia extending the hands and the embrace from the other tournament finalists.
Well done, women. Well done, all of you.
But Harley Cameron, Willow Nightingale, kicking our broadcast off, kicking this huge week of action off as the inaugural AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions. And speaking of tag team action, a huge tornado tag team match tonight. The Ox, Katsuyori Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, taking on a team that will join forces for the first time ever. The unlikely duo of Swerve Strickland and Hangman Page. And then our main event tonight, Eddie Kingston will challenge Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship. A big night for the Ops. Let's hear from them and Samoa Joe right now.
You ready? Congratulations. Your time has come. After weeks of asking, circumstances aren't ideal. My back is increasingly against the wall in this Continental Class. Swim. Damn. Okay, I am feeling alive. Synapses are firing, electric sparks are sparking in my fingertips. Circumstances aren't ideal. My back is increasingly against the wall in this Continental Classic. Time is running out. But I've proven over and over again, if there's one grain of sand left in the hourglass, I can still score. And I can score big. So go ahead and count me out. Go ahead. If you need circumstances to be ideal, to try, maybe you just suck. You know, people pay money for this. I'll take some pride in your work. I have to try. For them, for them. There's a principle that we believe in.
It's working. That's why we try. A lot of people, you think it's too cool to try. That's lame. I'm telling you right now. And if you want something, you have to go take it. And that's what we're going to do every
I'm
single
gonna go
time.
use my bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Daniel Garcia, the challenger.
What was her partner's name? Mira who?
Mira. Or Mina Katz. Let me look it up on the SmackDown Hotel.
Oh, I've got it. Hold on. Forget it. It doesn't matter. I already posted it.
Mark Briscoe for that TNT Championship this Saturday at Collision. Winter is coming, but Moxley, even by his own admission, back increasingly against the wall. Right now, to the ring, the Gambia, Justin Roberts.
Yes, and they golden match the Continental Classic set for one fall, a 20-minute time limit. From Los Angeles, California, weighing 190 pounds, Jungle Jack Perry.
Jack Perry stepping into the Continental Classic. Less than ideal circumstances for him. 4 matches remaining. Let's head to Renee Paquette for additional insight.
Jack Perry is certainly feeling the weight of this moment. This is his first match of the tournament as he steps into replace an out of action Darby Allin, while also absorbing his point, which is 0. Tonight, Jack stands across the ring from the best tournament wrestler of our time. Kazuchika Okada is the measuring stick of greatness and in-ring ability. Jack said that he is ready to soak up this moment tonight, all bearing in mind Jack Perry is not having a singles match in
Wait a minute. What? Okada can't be the measuring stick.
Jack
I
Perry
thought the
throwing
measuring
is
stick
Jack the
just
face
faced around here,
and
buddy.
Don Callis, our
You're looking
broadcast
at
partner for this match.
Get out of Okada. Who's that? Well, that's Okada.
Weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW Unified Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
So I guess we're going to be coming to you with a double shot on Saturday, AEW in the afternoon, WWE at night.
The AEW Unified Champion, AEW International Champion, AEW Continental Champion, but only wearing that International Championship to the ring. He surrendered the Continental Championship. And as this is a Continental Championship group stage match, there is a 20-minute time limit. Absolutely no interference. 3 points in the event of a victory. 1 point for each man in the event of a draw. 0 points for a loss. And Don Callis joining us here at the desk, not in a management capacity, we might add, because of the known outside interference stipulation as an announcer.
I'm here as a broadcast journalist to make sure you guys call it down the middle.
I'd say joining us as a highly partisan announcer here tonight.
We always call it down the middle, especially Brian Danielson does. Thank you very much. I know you do, Brian.
Jack Perry coming out of the gates hot.
Great strategy by Jack Perry. You know, this is his first singles match in over a year. He's in there with the greatest tournament wrestler of all time. I think that's a great plan.
Yeah, Jack has been competing primarily in tag team matches since his return to action here at AEW. Coming in, coming into a singles match, let alone a singles match in a tournament like this. Is a horse of a different color. Jack coming out of the gates hot, and you have to imagine, Don, some residual anger, not just Jack trying to come out hot against Okada, but anger because of what you have done to his friends, to Jack's friends in the Elite.
Listen, Jack Perry's a smart guy. He understands that the wrestling business is not about making friends, it's about making money. So I disagree with your dissertation there on the Young Bucks. There's nothing wrong with making friends while you make money, Don. There's no money in making friends. Friends cost you money, Shivani.
Comes out huge drop kick here tonight. Remember, it was Darby Allin. He announced that this past Saturday at Collision, he was not cleared to compete in the rest of the Continental Classic. Jack Perry stepping into Darby's spot, inheriting his score, 0 points in one match. As Jack Perry looks for the cover, the front leg is hooked. That means Jack Perry has 4 tournament matches in the group stage to try to make it to the semifinals. In the semifinals, the Gold League and Blue League will take place at World's End Saturday, December 27th. Now Arena in Chicago, Illinois. You can join us, AEW. TIX.com to see the semifinal round matches and the finals of the 2025 Continental Classic.
What an incredible month December has become for AEW, and wow, look at this, Jack.
Jack comes off the elbow strike. 1, 2.
Wait a
You know,
minute,
the
I
Don
think there
Callis
was a
family
guy
loves 20-something
in
highly
the audience
skilled,
that
highly
was
marketable
like
athletes, and that's what I see, Brian Danielson, when I look at Jack Perry. What a stud this kid is on every level.
Maybe that is.
Yeah, he is a stud, Don. I agree. And he's really taking it to Okada. I'm really surprised, actually. You know, Okada typically likes to start his matches slow. And here's Jack Perry just taking it to him.
Okada slips underneath and lands the jump.
Oh, my goodness.
To the floor. One of the camera grips ended up catching Perry on the way down, but Jack holding on to that ankle. That could be a disastrous proposition for Jack Perry.
Jack let his emotions get the better of him, trying to give Okada the finger, let Okada slip out, and we saw the result. Well, listen, this is emotional business, as you know. Let's take a look once again. Look at this.
Tell me, you talked about being an emotional business. I think that's one of the reasons why Okada's so successful. He leaves the emotions out of it.
Thank you, Brian. I couldn't have said it better myself.
He did. The guy
This
did.
was all business.
Well, the guy like
Okada
tapped
the
him,
rainmaker on Matt
and then he
Jackson.
pushed himself.
That $1 million that you brought to the ring.
Give me $1 million.
The Young Bucks had part of that $1 million as well.
A big part of that. Possession is not intense, so we're all face off with that stupid cliche.
Okada sends Jack Perry over the barricade. And Perry, as you mentioned, at a disadvantage. Everybody comes into the Continental Classic, at least at the start of the tournament, Brian, with a maximum of 15 possible points. Jack comes into the tournament a maximum of 12 possible points.
Yeah, they often say life's not fair. It's often about time and place. But in the case of Jack Perry, he wasn't supposed to even be here.
Okada lands the DDT. Perry is in trouble as this Gold League contest in the 2025 Continental Classic continues. Don't go anywhere.
The college football playoff. 12 teams enter.
Fuck, we missed the UFC thing on Saturday. After this is over, I'm gonna go to ESPN and see if I can find a replay.
Okay.
Campbell's.
I'm probably gonna go to bed after this matches.
Our first Gold League action of the evening in the 2025 Continental Classic. Kazuchika Okada looking to make it 6 points on the board here tonight. Jack Perry going in for the injured Darby Allin inheriting Darby's 0 points. So Jack under the gun here, under pressure to pick up his first 3 points in the tournament.
As I was just saying earlier, I think Jack Perry's a tremendous young fighting spirit kind of a wrestler that really brings it every time he's out here. I think he's great.
John Callis, the walking contradiction, among other things. And there you see the standings at the bottom of the screen. The new gold boy, Kyle Fletcher of the Dunkel family, sits atop the gold league table with 6 points. Okada with 3. As he is Okada now getting the better of Jack Perry in that striking action.
You can still keep the match going, I don't mind.
I don't want you to miss nothing.
I'm fine having a gig. It's not gonna have a gig. It's having I have a gig.
To be expected, Brian.
I'm not sure Jack Perry wants to get into a strike battle with Okada. I mean, he's just destroying him here. Jack Perry needs to use his quickness.
Yeah, Brian, he does not want to get into a striking battle. You were right. And you see the bottom of the standings as well.
And Claudio Konosuke to catch the tie at the top of the blue league table with 6 points. Moxley rapidly closing in a must-win territory for him. He wants to keep his hopes alive in the tournament. As now Aubrey Edwards giving a 10 count to both Kazuchika Okada.
And Okada's going to use every second of this Excalibur because he's smart. He understands how to use the clock to his advantage.
Damn.
But he's also giving Jack Perry time to recover as well. I think Jack Perry had taken more damage. I think it would have been smart
Don, whatever his
for
name is.
Okada to attack.
Dude,
Throwing to the corner.
dude is he's got to open somehow.
Now he's trying to follow it up. Here he comes. Here comes Jack. Great snap of those hips. This kid's an athlete, to be sure.
Jack riding a wave of momentum as we take another look at the action. And Jack lands the DDT nearly.
World Zen is on pay-per-view. God damn it.
But it was nailed.
World Zen is on pay-per-view.
And Jack adapted very, very well because really he missed on the corner that time, fell down, and still was able to do that over-the-top suplex.
Remember the Continental Classic matches, all 20-minute time limit.
Oh, they're in England this Saturday.
Interference, 3 points for a win, 1 point for each man in the event of a
Oh,
draw.
that's why it's in the afternoon. Okay, so that's why it's in the
This
afternoon.
Saturday for Collision
Where
Winners
they
Club,
are,
for tonight,
it's gonna be
Manchester,
night.
New York City, back-to-back nights, December 20th and 21st. And then Worlds and Saturday, December 27th, Chicago, AEWTIX.com. As Kazuchika Okada to the top.
But it broke his ribs there, Brian. That is a tremendous, I think you're the best elbow
What's up,
drop
champion?
by far. Say that again, Shivani. I'd love to hear you say that again. That's fantastic.
That's the elbow drop that broke my arm. I wouldn't
L.A.
disagree with that being the best elbow drop in the business.
Oh,
Okada
no, but
bringing Perry to an upright position. Look for the Rainmaker. Now Perry behind. Lana avoided drop kick. Oh my God! Right in the face.
Yeah.
You know what? Evan Knight got his one.
Jack so evasive, couldn't have
He
made
did
that one.
well.
He
Evan
said,
Knight got his
All right,
one.
half the clock has
Why?
elapsed in this Gold League
He
matchup.
got one paper. Yeah, what do
Reverse work on Lana from Jack
Was it
Perry.
Monday?
Jack Perry's got the
Well,
right
possibly.
well here.
And
Well,
Perry
yes, he was.
Jack, he fights.
1, 2, 3. And 1.
Well, Jack Perry has shown us something here tonight, showing the world.
Brian, for a man wrestling his first singles match in nearly 13 months, Jack Perry is standing toe-to-toe with the greatest current wrestler of all time. I'm incredibly impressed. I mean, there's a lesson here about being prepared for anything as a pro wrestler. 1 week ago, Jack Perry was focused on the reunion of the Jurassic Express and his rivalry with the Don Callis family, and now here he is, taking the best gentleman wrestler of all time. Looking for the snare trap, and Okada, though. Oh, buddy,
Fighting to do.
Okada, Jack, forced to abandon ship there.
That's a great way to get out.
Hit him.
Gotta get out on that.
Great
That made
reset,
it
too.
too bad.
Okada looking for tombstone pile driver here.
Oh, what's he done? Oh, he got him in the crotch.
God.
It's good for the Bills. That's ridiculous. Hit him in the crotch again.
He's screaming, "He's nuts."
The snare trap is there.
This was John Cena.
Hell, this one's come on.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Brian, a very unorthodox escape from that tombstone pile driver, but now the snare trap.
She should be checking from the jump. Oh my God.
Okada was on the verge of tapping. The desperate crawl made to the ropes. And
Look at this, smart by Okada.
And Okada still feeling the effects of that inventive escape by Jack Perry.
Yeah, you call it that, I call that assault.
Okada was
You know that you missed
tries to
that
pick up that chair. Jack Perry, he knows he can't afford to get disqualified. He can't afford to drop points in this Continental Classic.
Jack Perry's a hothead, we all know that.
Jack trying to hoist up Okada, but Okada hammers down. Now Okada backslides. Rolls through and takes it. Oh, he's got a shot.
Oh man, he's not down here. He's still holding on here, Brian. Look at this. Gonna punish him.
The wrist isn't the only thing that Okada was holding on to now. Bringing Jack
Remember
Perry
watching
back
my
up,
last
looking
name,
for
Michael?
a second
Was
leg.
WCCW.
Jack Perry
Well,
has it on.
sometimes I watch
Mistake
that
by
too.
Okada.
David and I used to watch that. I forget what channel it was.
It was on the original ESPN.
Yeah, but even before that, we used to watch it on some local channel, Saturdays and
Let's take a look at the updated standings. Kazuchika Okada joins Kyle Fletcher tied at the top of the Gold League table. But crucially, Okada, 3 matches wrestled to gain 6 points. Fletcher, just 2 matches to gain 6 points. Fletcher with the possibility, the potential to move up to 9 later on tonight, Tony.
Yeah, you gotta give credit to the Don Callis family. They're in charge here. The standings can only.
let me see if
Kazuchika Okada victorious over Jack Perry here tonight. Now calling out the other members.
Welcome to the party, boys.
Don Callis family. Somebody, why did they give Don Callis a microphone? Why do we do this, Tom?
I have no idea. He grabbed it off the table. I have something important to say. Get him up.
see. Look at that.
That's you, right?
It's okay, guys. This kid's a businessman. Stand him up. Yep, get him up. Jack, that was a fantastic wrestling match. That's the toughest match I've seen Okada have in a long time. Jack, there's no shame in losing that match. I just want to say that I got a lot of respect for you. And watching that match, Jack, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I gave the Bucks $1 million, or tried to. But after watching your performance tonight, I kind of think maybe I tried to give that money to the wrong talent.
See, look at him. He's all busted up.
Because Jack,
He's got that.
what I'd like to propose to you, you've always been a great talent. You've got it all, but you lack focus and you lack direction. You lack a team of athletes around you to support you. So, Jack, I am offering you a spot in the Don Callis family. But even more than that, I am prepared to grant you a one-time only signing bonus, which I will pay to you out of the Young Bucks money.
Fuck you, Don Callis. Fuck you, Don Callis.
Jack, this is a great offer.
Hey, don't get ready.
We need an answer. It's a great offer. And Jack, in case that's not enough for you, I mean, I gotta ask, like, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Someone's handing you the best opportunity of your life. Jack, I need an answer. Jack, remember one thing. There's 7 of us, and there's 1 of you. If you don't give me an answer, I'm gonna cut your strings and put you in a chair. I have your answer. And it looks like, for the second time tonight, I might bite off a little more than I could chew.
Go get him, Jack! Just diving into the fray, as ill-advised as it may be. Trying to take on the Callis family. 7-on-1.
Well, I guess now they're getting jacked up. Jacked up. Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus.
Wait a second. The only reinforcement for Jack Perry.
Who's that? The Young Bucks.
Jackson
Oh, dude, I could.
wiping out the Don
Maybe
Callis
it's because of
family.
the way the
As
camera
Callis
was,
scurries.
but Young Bucks. I could go right away. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Young Bucks. Thank you, Young Bucks.
Begging him for forgiveness. And they're gonna give him that. Big-time trial for Okada. A week after he wiped out the Young Bucks. Don Callis. Finding himself between a rock and a
Yes.
hard place.
Do it.
Off the money.
Do it, motherfucker. Do it.
Trying to pay off the Young Bucks. Once again comes the catch. Oh, Callis just took a bullet, so to speak. It took a super kick for Don Callis. Rock gets planted by Luchasaurus. And looking at the rest of the Callis family trying to usher Don to safety. Protected Don Callis with their bodies.
Well, Don should have stayed out of the ring. That's what he gets. I'd love to see these guys standing strong in the ring.
Well, the Bucks, a timely intervention and some much-needed financial injection for Matt and Nick Jackson. Here tonight, but on cameras, backstage, taking a look at the celebration. The conglomeration alongside the Reigns of Wrath, the newly crowned AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions. The celebration ongoing as our broadcast continues here on TBS and Max. Oh, the Thomas Lombard get involved, but right now let's take a look at Mercedes Moné and her Bear Beast.
Unfortunately for you, your downfall starts.
Wow.
We have not seen you.
Excuse me.
Championship against Samoa Joe. I feel like this is the moment we have all been waiting for since.
I ain't going down easy, y'all. Eddie Kingston gets his shot tonight, live here on TBS. And winter is coming. But right now, fans, let's bring in the new TNT champion, Mark Briscoe. Reach for the sky, boy. Brian, despite the fact that it came in November, Mark Briscoe winning the TNT Championship last month at Full Gear, truly one of the feel-good moments of 2025. It was incredible, especially the match itself, defeating Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship, and then just raising I've known Mark for a long time, and he did that for his incredible moment. Collision winner is coming. The early start time, 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific, coast to coast. TNT Championship match. Let's get back to the ring, Tony Schiavone. That's right. Early start on Saturday on TNT. Winner is coming from Cardiff, Wales. You will defend the TNT Championship against Danny Garcia of the Death Riders, Mark.
Yes, sir, Tony Schiavone. You know, it wasn't that long ago that certain individuals was saying Mark Briscoe can't get it done. They were saying Mark Briscoe can't win the big one. He will never be a champion. Well, I know that the haters are still out there, Tony, but tonight we're here in front of the fine folks of Atlanta, Georgia, baby. And I got this nice little piece of shiny hardware right here. So what's that tell you, Tony Schiavone?
Tells me you're the champion, brother.
Now, the doubters, I know they're still out there, but I would just like to respectfully give them a very clear and concise message, and that is that y'all can kiss my big white ass. Now.
To be clear, Brian, it's big because of the beans and pork, Brian. That's absolutely true.
That's what I like. Now, it's one thing to become a champion, but it's a whole nother thing to reign and defend and to stay a champion. So it all starts Saturday afternoon on TNT. I'm going to be defending my title against Danny Garcia and Cardiff, Wales.
All right, Mark, let me stop you there before you keep embarrassing yourself, man.
Well, that nasally, whiny drone can belong to only one man.
I mean, Mark, come on. You are the epitome of low-hanging fruit, man. I mean, you want to be the face of TNT, right? Well, your face has less teeth in it than you have children.
He's wheeling you alongside Danny
Mark, we
Garcia.
don't just call you chicken because you're a coward. We also call you chicken because, well, you have the mental capacity of one of the chickens you farm.
Fuck you, Yuta. Fuck you, Yuta. Fuck you, Yuta.
Hey, Yuta, that was a good one, man. I'm not going to lie to you. And I got a lot of mean, hurtful things that I could probably say about Mark, too.
Now,
I'm not going to say nothing. Because honestly, Mark, I feel kind of bad for you, man. I'm looking at you up and down, face to face, and everything about you is just kind of sad. Hey, but what's going to be even more sad is when I beat you on Saturday, I become a two-time TNT champion, and you have to figure out how to provide for your family with a broken leg.
Now, Danny boy, Saturday, you got an ass whooping coming your way, son. But tonight, right here, right now, we just so happen to be on TBS. And it would be a damn shame to deprive the viewers and the fine folks of Atlanta an ass whooping when it's right here, right for the picking. So if you feeling brave, son, make you move.
Daniel Garcia. A dangerous game here. Mark Briscoe answers with a right hand, and Garcia being restrained by Marina and Yuta. Mark should really punch Marina and Yuta too. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
great.
I
We
thought that
all
Marina
like
should
that.
fair when she first started in AEW.
Having
Yeah,
to be held
I
back,
thought she was supposed to be Beth
but there will be
Phoenix.
no holding back. This Saturday
You know,
afternoon, the early
Becky's
start
been
time
on, but
for the first collision, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific, coast to coast. Collision. Winter is coming. Mark Briscoe looks to make the first defense of his TNT championship, but it will be against a former TNT champion in Daniel Garcia. Brian, who do you have in this one? I've got Mark Briscoe all the way. I think Mark just showed right there. Daniel Garcia. Wait a second. I'm sorry, Brian, to cut you off right now. Understand there's a situation developing backstage. We have cameras on site about the trial of madness. That is a mirror image of what we saw Saturday at Collision, Tony. Yeah, they were beating up the locker room man. Oh, look at this! The tribal madness, they're trying to call out Statlander and Hater this Saturday, but now Chris Statlander answers.
here, take a seat.
Well, Chris Statlander coming in, interfering the Triangle Madness, but it will be Statlander and Jamie Hayter this Saturday afternoon, taking on Skylar the Julian Hart, the sisters of Sin. The early start time for Collision winner is coming coast to coast, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific this Saturday, TNT, HBO Max.
It's a tornado tag team match. Simple and bold. Each of the first stage are 2/3 of the AEW World Trios champions, Katsuyori Shibata and Powerhouse Hobbs.
And there you see members of the Joe Ops Dojo. Ops Dojo coming to the ring with Shibata and Powerhouse Hobbs. As I mentioned earlier, a big night potentially for the Ops. This tag team match against what could be charitably described as mixed opposition. Two men that have very rarely ever found themselves on the same page before a few months ago. Wait a second. He's not going from the entrance ramp. He's up. Hangman's up in the stands. Yeah, Hangman's got that chain ready to go. Hangman's not the only one coming to the ring with the chain. Swerve the chain. And I believe the staple gun.
Swerve has the staple gun. Swerve has a staple gun.
Hangman and Swerve once again coming into a battle with the plan, and now Shibata and Hobbs, this in the Ops Dojo, streaming out to the crowd. But remember that, Hangman, the right hand, the chain right around his fist. We had a tag team championship match on the Swerve, but this is that staple gun. My God, no tags here, guys. The Ops Dojo,
Hold on a second.
And I believe the staple gun. Hangman and Swerve once again coming into a battle with the plan and now Shibata and Hobbs in the Ops Dojo streaming out to the crowd. But remember that, Hangman, the right hand, the chain right around his fist. We had a tag team championship match earlier. Swerve, but this is that staple gun. My God, no tags here, guys. Puncturing the Ops Dojo. Remember, this match can officially be good until the competitors are inside the ring. But right now, Hangman and Swerve laying waste to the Ops Dojo. And one guy's not going to take that shirt off and run around. Oh, puncher Shibata. Very nearly on the wrong end of the staple gun. Shibata's turn with the staple. Shibata. Here's the first time ever in his career. Wielding a staple with his Hangman and Hobbs. Doing battle. But we saw what Shibata did on Saturday, taking the legs out of Swerve. And there's gentlemen sitting in there. And this is a wild scene that was playing out before this match has even officially begun, Brian. This is crazy. Brought up into the concourse. Powerhouse Hobbs and Hangman. Swerve and Shibata. Look at the Swerve. Coming into a battle with the plan and now Shibata and Hobbs in the Ops Dojo streaming out to the crowd. But remember that, Hangman, the right hand, the chain right around his fist. We had a tag team championship match earlier. Swerve, but this is that staple gun. My God, no tags here, guys. Puncturing the Ops Dojo. Remember, this match can officially be good until the competitors are inside the ring. But right now, Hangman and Swerve laying waste to the Ops Dojo. And one guy's not going to take that shirt off and run around. Oh, puncher Shibata. Very nearly on the wrong end of the staple gun. Shibata's turn with the staple. Shibata. Here's the first time ever in his career. Wielding a staple with his Hangman and Hobbs. Doing battle. But we saw what Shibata did on Saturday, taking the legs out of Swerve. And there's gentlemen sitting in there. And this is a wild scene that was playing out before this match has even officially begun, Brian. This is crazy. Brought up into the concourse. Powerhouse Hobbs and Hangman. Swerve and Shibata. Look at the Swerve. Choking Shibata. That's Hangman getting the upper hand up. Oh, but a low blow. Remember, the match, Tony, has not officially begun. Of course, this not be legal in the tornado tag match, but right now, before the... You're exactly right. The call would have been, bell ring, you got to get in the ring. But no bell, this is a fight before the match even starts. Boy, Hangman got Hobbs up on the shoulder. Oh, look at the tail on the concourse. Get that man. Take a little refreshment break, but meanwhile, Swerve and Shibata battling it out from the merchandise stand. Shibata battering Swerve in that chair, and now comes here Shibata building up momentum and the pulls up short. Kick to that chest and a rough landing for Swerve Strickland. His first action since his injury, and fans, we're going to try to restore order as we stick with the action tonight. Dynamite is winter is coming. Don't go anywhere.
If you were in Twister, what would be your survival plan?
Find a storm cell.
Dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with movement or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
We are live in Atlanta, Georgia. AEW Dynamite Winter is coming. Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page, your likely duo teaming up here tonight for this Tornado Tag Team match of the match,
Well, look
which
at
has
that.
not officially begun. The bell has not
They're in
yet
Atlanta,
rung.
Georgia, the home of WCW. Now here it's now. Finally, Jesus.
That would have been a disqualification, Brian. As odd as it seems, after what we've all witnessed, it's still a Tornado Tag match. It's not a disqualification. It's not a no DQ match.
Yeah, what a tornado tag match means is that you don't have to tag in. All competitors are legal at all times, but you still have to adhere to the rules. You can't, in theory, you're not supposed to be able to use foreign objects, but we just saw a brawl all over the building.
I mean, crucially, Tony, it's because it all happened before the bell, before the match officially began.
Yeah, the bell that just sounded finally.
And the Ops taking advantage of that fact. A mental lapse, perhaps, by Hangman Adam Page. Hangman coming into this match. I saw him backstage earlier today wearing the same cowboy boots he wore into the steel cage against Samoa Joe. Those boots covered in Samoa Joe's blood still. So Samoa Joe and the Ops very heavily in the memory of Hangman Adam Page, but Swerve Strickland, who after that bloody cage match made his surprise return. Brian, we've known that Swerve, he underwent surgery earlier this year, but the timetable for return was unclear. But he's back, he's cleared, and he's ready to fight tonight.
He's back, and he seems to have come back with a new sense of purpose. He's got his sights set on the AEW World Championship. But what's interesting here is that, he's teaming with Hangman Adam Page, and Hangman still wants that AEW World Championship as well.
You know, we're watching tonight what is great about AEW. Great matches in the tournament, one-on-one. Oh, no outside interference. A crazy match like this. New champions, first-time champions crowned. And then Samoa Joe and Eddie King Cena cap it off. What a night.
So main event still to come tonight. Front chancery suplex delivered by Katsuyori Shibata as the Ops go to Page. Tremendous power slam by Hobbs. Shibata, the PK to follow it up.
I think Will Hobbs and Shibata really have to capitalize. They should be playing to the crowd right now. They should be capitalizing while Swerve's out. They've got a 2-on-1 advantage on Hangman Adam Page.
You've seen Prince Nana, the manager of Swerve Strickland, running around ringside, checking on the condition of Swerve, who was sent over the barricade by Katsuyori Shibata in that high boot. Hobbs, right hand to the midsection. A devastating blow from an athlete with the strength of Powerhouse Hobbs, Brian.
Great punch from Will Hobbs. Just dropped the former two-time AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page. And what's Nana doing? This is not a smart move for him.
No, not at all. Stay out of it.
Nana needs to be careful, too, because he could get his side disqualified. But Swerve comes in the high boot into the jaw of Powerhouse Hobbs.
Well, now it was a smart move. It got the diversion for Swerve to come in.
Hangman Adam Page sends Hobbs crashing into our announce desk, and now Hangman returning Hobbs to the ring. Swerve opposite side returns Shibata to the ring. Hangman Hobbs over the top to the floor. Meanwhile, Shibata quickly turning things around on Swerve Strickland. Shibata over for the drop kick, but Swerve hip toss rolls through, transition into the brainbuster. Perhaps no. Shibata had it scouted with a sweep. Swerve anticipated it, caught the boot to the jaw on Shibata.
I was going to say Shibata is so quick, which he is, but I think Swerve maybe just a little bit quicker on that exchange, especially.
Swerve in between the shoulder blades, and Brian, in his time off, he has most certainly put on some serious styles at Swerve Strickland, but he has not slowed down a step.
as ever. He's looking great here tonight.
We'll be taking a house call, but Hobbs intervenes, dragging Swerve onto the floor. Powerhouse Hobbs. And Swerve on one side of the ring, Hangman and Shibata. Hangman looking for the buckshot. Shibata anticipated. Another low blow. And the referee's back.
Anything goes. That's another buckshot.
And now, looking for the cross-arm breaker is Katsuyori Shibata. Hobbs was sent into the steps on the outside. Swerve. And Swerve in a sense of danger. Shibata. Stop.
It's not a bad match tonight.
Nothing he can do about it.
Nothing he can do about it. He was going for the armbar. He was trapped on the ground.
Joe and
Shibata was locked in.
Yeah.
He was dead set on getting that
That match is started now.
Hangman and Page and Swerve coming in with the stomp, the difference maker in this Tornado Tag Team match. After being sent into those steel ring steps for Tornado.
All four men just going toe-to-toe here.
Well, you know what, Brian? That's exactly what we expected. I'm amazed, really, that this match even got back in the ring, aren't you? The way it started.
100%. And Powerhouse Hobbs just decked Shibata. Took a double rolling elbow from Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland.
We talked so much about the power of Hobbs, but
guess
great
that's a
cardiovascular
sport he
training
didn't
as
see.
well. He can look at God, look at this.
I
Double
know.
team.
Shut up.
50 from Swerve. Hangman up to his feet. A shot between the shoulder blades, and now Swerve leaps, drives down Powerhouse Hobbs.
How about this?
It's clear winner is coming from hell already seems to have frozen over. Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland are finally teaming up. This is incredible.
So much meaning in those eyes and those stares from either man. So much.
You got Powerhouse Hobbs trying to egg on. Swerve, oh, wait a second. Hobbs. Through the table.
Heat table Powerhouse.
Lining up to bottom. Shot. Lariat.
Hell, they're not done.
Oh, connects. Swerve Strickland. 1, 2, 3.
It's either Hangman, Adam Page, and Swerve Strickland.
Hangman and Swerve getting on the same page. Denying the odds. Their first victory of the evening tonight as Josh Alexander, the Don Callis family. Looking on, it will be Josh Alexander, Swerve Strickland one-on-one this Saturday. The early start time for Collision. Winter is coming. 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific. It's streaming now on all platforms. Swerve Strickland featuring Raekwon, the chef of the WU-TNG clan. Hit different.
Young bucks, you stole my money.
See?
And you may think that
that,
because
he's got
you
a
got
cut on his
possession
head.
of it somehow,
He been
that
has
this is
that cut
yours,
on
that
his
possession is 9/10 of the law. But it's not. You see, I am prepared to drag you through the courts and put you in the poorhouse to get my money back. But I would much rather get my pound of flesh. I have got all the best athletes. I've got Takeshita. I've got Okada. I've got Hechicero. Which makes me think maybe you two idiots should find yourselves a partner. And in Manchester, let me get my pound of flesh and let's go 3-on-3. My man against you and a partner. Winner gets the $1 million. If your grow is set,
Was he lying?
accept.
I'm sorry about the billboards, Danny. I promise I'm
have
not
no
trying to
idea.
get your job.
Well, personally, I prefer those billboards.
Did anyone ever tell you?
interesting few weeks because the Bang Bang Gang.
Ha ha, you clowns. New episodes Sundays at 11:45 p.m. on Adult Swim. Next day on HBO Max.
Well, I have breaking news. It's been an interesting few weeks because the Bang Bang Gang, they've decided to be handsy with the AEW World Tag Team Championships and be handsy with the greatest tag team alive today, FTR. Well, last week, FTR and I, we had an epiphany. See, a lot of people believe that the world's most dangerous narcotic is on these streets. Well, that's a lie. The world's most dangerous narcotic is this camera because it causes an addiction. Everyone in AEW, when they get in front of this camera, they believe that they are great. It causes an addiction where they believe that they deserve TV time. It causes an addiction where they believe that they deserve and can win a championship. Well, guess what, Austin Gunn? Guess what, Juice Robinson? Next week on Dynamite, Manchester, England, one of the biggest shows of the year, you will finally get that opportunity that you've been yearning and you've been begging for because you will get a shot at the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And when FTR beats you, they're going to cure you of that addiction. So, Bang Bang Gang, when you walk through customs at the end of Dynamite, you won't be able to declare those championships, but you will be able to declare that you're going to be at the back of the line and the back of the tag team division where you truly belong. Top guys out.
More excited about our return to Cardiff this Saturday. Even more excited about our debut in Manchester 1 week from tonight.
This is a gold league match in the Continental Classic set for one gold. A 20-minute time limit. Introduces first from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. 2,177 pounds. Speedball Mike Bailey.
Speedball Mike Bailey sitting at the bottom of the table in the Gold League of the 2025 Continental Classic. But most importantly, 4 matches still in hand, counting this upcoming one. 12 potential points still in the offing for Speedball Mike Bailey.
12 points could get you in that, of course, the championship of the Gold League. From Sydney, Australia, weight 249 pounds, the Bronze Star, Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher thus far has been perfect in his campaign in the 2025 Continental Classic, but let's head to ringside and Renee Paquette for an update on this match.
Kyle Fletcher has been a monster so far in the tournament, arguably leading the Gold League in 6 points. However, Speedball Mike Bailey only has 1 match under his belt. Suffering a loss to Pat Phoenix tonight is do or die for him. Kyle Fletcher told me earlier today, with no lack of confidence, that the Continental Championship will not be leaving the Don Callis family.
Braggadocious as ever, Excalibur, and confident as ever.
Kyle Fletcher is, we mentioned 12 points. That is what Kyle Fletcher finished with last year in the 2025 Continental Classic. He finished at the top of the Blue League with 12 points. And Kyle Fletcher, he has said that he is intent on bettering that result. A perfect 5 wins, 15 points for Kyle Fletcher. The opportunity is before him here tonight, but the opposition, Speedball Mike Bailey, he's hungry, Brian.
Speedball Mike Bailey is super hungry. I talked to him a little bit earlier today. He told me he feels like this match is a must-win for him. Even against a very difficult opponent in Kyle Fletcher, he doesn't want to get off to an 0-2 start.
You see at the bottom of your screen the semifinals, the league finals, and the overall finals of the 2025 Continental Classic will take place on Saturday, December 27th in Now Arena, Chicago, Illinois. AEWTIX.com or on pay-per-view via HBO Max.
Well, last year, of course, you mentioned the 12 points by Kyle Fletcher. That was the most made points of any wrestler in the tournament last year. So 12 points, as you mentioned, still available to Speedball Mike Bailey. That will put you right to the top.
Who did what?
Kyle Fletcher avoided the early roundhouse kick from Speedball Mike Bailey.
I thought Rob was the only
I think
one.
that's what Mike Bailey should be
No, they
focusing
also have
on.
a
Avoiding Kyle Fletcher's
but they
power
haven't started a new
and focusing
season.
on what he's best at, being a black belt in Taekwondo. He does such great damage with those kicks.
You see the standings at the bottom of your screen based on the result earlier tonight. Kazuchika Okada tied with Kyle Fletcher at the top of the table, 6 points each. But Kyle Fletcher could jump to 9. Oh, wait a second. The pinning predicament. Fletcher rounded his shoulders. And now the crucifix, the reversal. Kyle Fletcher could go up to 7, potentially 9 points here tonight. 1, 2. Fletcher able to kick out.
I like what Mike Bailey's doing here. He's regularly going for pitfall attempts. At every opportunity.
Yeah, that's the idea, right, Brian? You got to try to win this match. And I think another good move here is just staying in the ring, standing firm, letting Fletcher walk around.
I agree, Tony. I think that shows calmness and composure. You know, I talked, like I said, I talked to Mike Bailey earlier. He and Kyle Fletcher have actually only wrestled one time, one-on-one, and that was in 2018, a lifetime ago for somebody like Kyle Fletcher. But Mike Bailey won that match.
Some 6-7 years ago, as it were.
Yeah.
But it was at that point in his career, Kyle Fletcher primarily a tag team competitor. But now, since then, he has matured, he has blossomed into an exceptional singles athlete.
One of the best in the world.
Oh, you're really good.
The future world champion.
Let's go Kyle.
Into a midsection by Fletcher, but now hammering down on Speedball Mike Bailey.
The fans, Atlanta's been always a great wrestling city. Amazing environment we have here. And Kyle just playing into it. Look at the fans.
Fletcher, that leaping stomp. Catching Bailey on the shoulder.
Remember that we used to say, let's go Cena, Cena
Kyle
sucks.
Fletcher's so powerful.
Right.
So
Let's go Speedball, Fletcher sucks. Let's go Speedball, Fletcher sucks.
Speedball showing his agility. Ron takes down Fletcher to the outside. Speedball lining him up.
Ron Show.
And
That's
Speedball.
Ron Show.
I think that time the Fletcher was expecting like a tope, but got something else.
And Speedball Mike Bailey, he's so adept at coming from unexpected angles. As Kyle Fletcher just found out, unfortunately now Speedball. Crossbody intercepted. Fletcher. Oh, drives down Bailey. A completely different animal than Speedball Mike Bailey faced in 2018, Brian.
100%. I'm not sure. Oh, is he going for a cover? No, he's not. I'm not sure there's any better wrestler on the planet right now at putting together combinations than Kyle Fletcher. The way he puts moves back to back is really impressive, especially for his age.
Fletcher, commanding lead here in this Gold League matchup, 2025 Continental Classic. Scooping the slam, but Bailey slips free, launches the foot into the face. Kyle Fletcher now. Bailey, kick off the middle rope.
His feet are his best weapon, and that's what put him back on offense right there.
His feet may be his best weapon, but his resilience is not far behind. Speedball Mike Bailey fighting his way back into this match. Saw the opening, made Fletcher pay the axe kick.
Yeah, get the big guy off the mat. That's what he's done. But now keep him down.
Now Speedball, shooting star press, nobody home. Fletcher looking for a brain buster. Bailey countered, knee strike to the crown of the head. Fletcher comes flying in. Too overzealous, pays the price as he spills to the floor. Now Speedball Mike Bailey. Holy cow!
Holy shit.
Tremendous. Tremendous move there by Speedball Mike Bailey. Thought he was going for the outside moonsault, but instead the tornado to the floor.
Good ball control on this. Look at that. Once again, an angle you didn't expect him to hit with.
But Mike Bailey's got to get Kyle Fletcher in the ring.
Yes, sir.
Almost as if he heard you, Brian. Mike Bailey looking to press the attack, but Fletcher trying to create some distance. He sees himself the aggressor.
It's not bad. You know, to get some time on the outside.
Fletcher. Mike Bailey coming in with a thrust kick. Brainbuster blocked again by Bailey. Bailey some right hands to the ribs. And Fletcher deposited on top of the barricade as Bailey hammered down.
Fletcher may hit that left knee on top of that barricade. I'm not sure. They said that can have an impact on this match.
Talk about having an impact. People like Bailey. Fletcher grabs the ankle of Bailey. Bailey might have been thinking that knee drop. Oh my God. Fletcher.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Wait, that.
The college football playoff.
Good God Almighty. He is broken in half. As God Almighty, good God Almighty, they killed him.
Back.
As God is my
Why
word,
the hell
he
are
is
we so
just
far
got
behind
broken
here?
in
Toy
half.
assembly has declined due to hot cocoa consumption.
No, you do it better than me, Mike. Let me hear your Kim
Obsession
Ross
starting
impression.
to freak me out.
Good God Almighty. My God.
I mean,
My God. This man has been
3 points around the line in an increasingly physical battle in the 2025 Gold League of the Continental Classic. 10 minutes. Heavy laps on the clock. 10 more remain. Remember, there's absolutely no outside interference. 3 points to the winner. 1 point to both men in the event of a draw. 0 points for a loss. During the break, this is the slam against the barricade. And there you see the abrasion, the evidence of the physicality of this war. What these men are fighting for 3 points in the Continental Classic.
Yes, and you
Good
I think it's unbelievable that Speedball is standing. I agree with you.
Oh my
But
God.
he is standing, holding on to that top rope, but he's still on his feet.
Bailey avoiding the half and half.
And
On the ring apron, and now.
Oh.
To Fletcher.
Come on, kid, rolling in the ring.
How is he able to do that with his back in the condition that it's in now after taking
See, that looks like
on
Steve.
the barricade?
Can we see another
Yeah,
look?
really thing.
Just fully force the knee drop.
You
On
think
the
they would
chest
have been
of
done
Fletcher
by
with the
now?
wince. On Bailey's face right there, Brian. I think
What?
says
Yeah,
a lot.
$5.
And he keeps his hand keeps
Why are
going
you
back to
giving
that
me
lower back.
$5? Yeah, I
And
think
he's
it's
having a
back.
hard
I
time
got
even
what?
standing. Look at the way
that
he's
back
standing with his back arch.
You're not in stock. Stop back.
Lunging in with that boot underneath the jaw, looking for that flamingo driver.
Watch the show before we all
Something
go
he
to
keeps in
bed.
his back pocket. A break in case of emergency for Speedball Mike Bailey.
Well, didn't go for it.
We got Captain.
It's Bailey. Now it's Fletcher. Out of the corner, and now Bailey on the move. He's got Fletcher down.
We should let Frank know about this match tomorrow,
Bailey
Michael.
steals himself on the top.
He's not gonna care. He doesn't want to.
Fletcher got the
I know
feet
Zach
up into
does.
the face of Speedball.
Oh, Zach
And now
does.
Fletcher. Dart into the middle buckle. Fletcher moving with purpose here.
Undertaker last right power bomb. But Speedball Mike Bailey just kicked out the last right power bomb.
And he collapses. Look at that. Oh, Kyle Fletcher
Just
collapses.
a split second.
He's hurt too. I don't think Kyle Fletcher can believe Mike Bailey just kicked out.
That should have been it right there, Excalibur, but it wasn't.
This crowd in Atlanta coming unglued for this match. You talk about the primary weapon of Speedball Mike Bailey, the kicks, but the resilience and perseverance on display fully here. And Kyle Fletcher, perhaps the fatigue of getting 6 points, of leading the Gold League in the Continental Classic, catching up with him. There you see the bottom of your screen, semifinals of the championship final. The Continental Classic coming up at World's End Live on pay-per-view. Saturday, December 27th. Now Arena, Chicago, Illinois. AEWTIX.com or on pay-per-view via HBO Max.
So that means Christmas is on a Thursday.
Bailey and Fletcher now exchanging massive shots. Yeah, I'm surprised Mike Bailey is going to try some kicks here.
Maybe can't raise his legs like he wants to, Brian, because of his back.
Yeah, that's a great point, Tony. Bailey holding himself open. Trying to fight the contact. No. Oh, my God. Half and half delivered by Fletcher. And now Fletcher on the move.
Oh, damn. That's Spanish Avalanche, Spanish Drive.
At this point, it might be like just forget Eddie. This is a better main event than that could ever be.
Bailey to his feet, duck underneath. Bailey crucifix. Changes tag. Fletcher rolling through. Fletcher hoists up Bailey.
5 minutes remaining in this match.
The raw power by Fletcher. 15 minutes have elapsed. Almost on the mat. PK by Bailey. The knee drop connects once again. How is Mike Bailey
Super kick down.
amazing?
Good night.
Incredible performance, great head kick. The cover. 2. Fletcher somehow kicks out. And now it's Fletcher's resilience on display.
They're just staggering.
Bailey creates distance. Could be looking for that time. And Fletcher connects. Fletcher collapses. Bailey comes
1, 2, 3.
Fletcher remains.
Come on, end this already.
Table with 6.
You can see from that angle, if Fletcher was going to get out of it, he was going to shoot the left shoulder straight up, and he did.
Guys, what is it going to take to beat Kyle Fletcher in this tournament? I mean, last year, Kyle Fletcher just barely missed the final, making it all the way to the semifinal. He seems even more determined to win this one. Fletcher determined to better his result from last
Super kick. Super kick. Right now,
And a super kick. Bam.
Backheel kick. Fletcher
super kick out of nowhere.
And a whirling derby tornado kick.
And now Bailey looking for the
Count it. 1, 2.
Great.
What a
But
freaking
getting
night.
late to turn this up.
Somehow, Kyle Fletcher, Brian, that will, that drive to better his 12 points from last year on display. And this crowd on their feet as Kyle Fletcher seems even more determined this year to move over everyone in his path. Look at this.
Why isn't the referee counting it?
I can't believe it.
Big value.
It's too strong, Brian. Fletcher just too strong.
Right, the one thing that I think, oh, wait a second, Bailey. Iron Fletcher on the floor. Bailey. Somebody on the floor. Oh, my God. The powerbomb against the apron. Fletcher moving with the alacrity here.
Move, move.
The crowd rapidly becoming an
Okay,
issue.
see,
Fletcher.
you're never gonna get a match like this from WWE. Because those they've been going at it forever and ever.
We gotta be near the end of this thing.
Fletcher, like myself, like Brian Danielson, like this sold-out crowd in Atlanta thought that was it. But Speedball Mike Bailey had other designs.
Reverse PD.
Fletcher was looking. The top rope brainbuster. Wait a second. The reversal. Bailey reversal.
1, 2. No, come on.
Larry to top block. Kick. Block. Both men right there. Larry from Fletcher rocks Bailey. And, oh no. Bailey slips free.
1 minute remaining.
1 second here. 1, 2.
Normally, I would love a match like that, but we still got the main event to get to. That was a great match, though, I have to admit. WWE, they're up to the media that. Look at the worst try to rush things to get to the next one.
But soon to be his opponent in the Continental Classic, coming to celebrate, and Kyle Fletcher is stunned.
It was a stunning buzzer beater. Less than a minute to go, and his first point there it is, Excalibur.
Mike Bailey on the board with 3 points, but Kazuchika Okada and Kyle Fletcher remain tied at the top of the table with 6 points each. Wow, what a match, and fans, you are watching All Elite Wrestling on TBS, brought to you by Progressive Insurance, offering 24/7 protection when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle. You can learn more right now at Progressive.com.
Hangman Adam Page, tonight that winter is coming. It seems like hell has truly frozen over as you have teamed with Swerve Strickland. What is next for you?
What is next for me? What is next for me is the thing that has always been next for me. The All Elite Wrestling Men's World Champion.
Chester, Don Callis family, bodysuit again.
Oh, don't tell the moose it's on 24 hours straight or he might lose an antler.
All I watch for Christmas, all season long, only on TBS.
So I guess it's official then, huh? Next week in Manchester, Don Callis family versus the Young Bucks in trios action for all the money. The only problem is we need a partner.
What do you say, big man, huh? You're probably right, huh?
Oh, man. Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega.
Here it is.
Kenny.
We did this one more time.
One more time. What would be? There's a lot of money on the line,
You're right. It's a lot of money, but I don't want the money. This is about Don Callis and his family. Hell, I'll do it for free. So next week, it's as simple as that. The Elite against the Don Callis family. All your precious money on the line, Don. So, tune in, be there, or be square. Must bid you adieu and all that stuff. See you in Manchester. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mwah. And good
night.
Bang.
While Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks 1 week from tonight, Dynamite and Manchester facing the Don Callis family.
Atlanta, Georgia! Your main event tonight's #1 goal is for the AEW World Championship! Introducing the challenger from Yonkers, New York, weighing 244 pounds, Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston coming into this match with a distinct sense of purpose. It's not just about the AEW World Championship for him. It's about Samoa Joe. Betraying his roots, about selling out, in Eddie Kingston's words.
A lot of times it's about being hot. Eddie Kingston, unbeaten since his return from the injury. Let's see if he can keep it going and get that strap around his waist.
And his opponent, from Huntington Beach, California, weighing 310 pounds, he is an AEW World Champion and the reigning and defending AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe.
Brian, you and I have both crossed paths inside the ring with Samoa Joe, albeit at very different stages of his career. For me, it was in Joe and my first handful of matches, and he was a brute. He was relentless. He was a force of destruction. And even though you wrestled him a number of years later, I believe all those same attributes would apply to Joe.
Joe's been that way his entire career, probably his entire life. I mean, he was a bouncer. He played football in college. He's always been somebody who wasn't afraid to fight. But Kingston's somebody who's not afraid to fight either.
That's what it takes to go against Samoa Joe. Do not back down at all. Eddie Kingston will not, Brian.
Eddie Kingston promises us the fight of it, that he's going to give the fight of his life here.
And Eddie Kingston marching forward, trying to occupy the center of the ring, but now ceding a bit of ground to Samoa Joe. Some probing with the hands and feet by both men. Now the collar and elbow tie. Joe grinding that bone of his wrist into the eye of Eddie Kingston. Kingston doing likewise. These two men, well-traveled veterans. Nearly 5 decades of combined experience for both men.
Big fight feel for this match tonight.
Tony, when we began the broadcast tonight, we said winter's coming. Typically one of the biggest nights of the year for AEW. This has not disappointed.
This has been a night that we will never forget on many, many levels. No doubt.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Oh, you got to get me. Get look out of here.
Yeah.
Exacting hook from ringside.
Let's not forget how instrumental Hook was in Joe becoming world champion.
And let's not forget that AEW World Championship match is 60-minute time limit. We are going to stick with the action as long as it takes. We just have one more break to come. From there on out, it is all action here tonight on Dynamite. Winter is coming.
I love this. This is going to be one-on-one. Exactly what we want to see for the AEW World title.
Side headlock taken by Eddie Kingston and Joe. Oh, Kingston doing a good job squeezing down the vice-like grip, slowing Joe down, Brian.
And grinding his forearm into Joe's eye socket. But look at Joe.
Backdrop suplex, and Eddie a bit beleaguered here early on. Not a place you want to be against an athlete like Samoa Joe.
And look at Joe just stalking him right now. Yeah, coming in with those vicious jabs. Nobody in pro wrestling throws a jab quite like Samoa Joe.
And hammering down the point of his elbow to the crown of the head of Eddie Kingston. No pun intended.
Look at Eddie rise back up. I mean, he's right now just pulling himself up, but he's trying to get to his feet. I've never seen anyone like Eddie Kingston in all my years in wrestling. Just such determination.
Eddie Kingston, who won the inaugural AEW Continental Classic in a tremendous effort. Many people counted him out, Robin. I think yourself included. But Kingston proved that he can rise to the occasion.
Well, people like me have been really hard on Eddie Kingston over the years. Oh, but look at him now!
Well, this main event match, we'll get back to that thought in a moment. This main event match continues. Don't go anywhere.
Our last break.
Your day will always be bowing down to me. To me, that is one AEW collision.
Said Eli.
I gotta go.
This ain't over, Manning.
Make Jersey Mike's a game day thing.
Jersey Mike's, a £7.
The road can be a wild place. There are all kinds of drivers out there. That's why Progressive Snapshot personalizes your insurance rate based on your driving. So you're not stuck paying for someone else's mistakes. What? Is there something wrong with my hair?
AW Dynamite Winter is coming live on TBS, HBO Max. I'm Rick Scott. We're joined by Tony Schiavone, Brian Danielson, and we are in the middle of a slugfest for the AW World Championship. The challenger, Eddie Kingston, battling the champion, Samoa Joe. But do not count Joe out yet.
Now body blows, there you go. Change levels on that one.
That was great. He went to the body, went to the head, dropped Samoa Joe with that uppercut.
Keep him down now. Eddie's got to keep the big man, the champion down. What can he do? Look at Joe.
Joe trying to rise up, and this is the first night of a huge week of winners coming. Remember this? Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific, early start time, coast to coast for Collision. Winners coming, and this match just made official. Claudio Castagnoli could not get to catch Blue League action in the Continental Classic. The Silverado World Heavyweight Champion with IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Right now, Eddie Kingston just decked the AEW World Champion.
What a slugfest we're seeing here tonight for the AEW World Championship.
Both men exchanging bombs, and thus far, Tony, Eddie Kingston getting the better of Samoa Joe.
Rising up to the chance of Eddie. Eddie from the sellout crowd here tonight.
I talked earlier before the break about how many people like myself included, have been hard on Eddie Kingston over the years. But what we saw was incredible, unrealized talent, but we failed to look at what's right in front of us, and that's his incredible heart. He talked earlier tonight about how he doesn't know how many other times he's going to get a shot at the World Championship. This might be the last one. He's giving it everything he's got. But he's in there against a tank in Samoa Joe. Look at this. Look at Joe's control.
Brian attempting to get off his feet. Did you see that? That kick?
Unbelievable.
Enziguri, and now Samoa Joe running through the butt strike, through the ropes, delivered with authority by Samoa Joe.
But look at Joe just hanging on the top rope.
And look at Eddie Kingston grabbing his nose, maybe his eye, I'm not sure.
Brian very easily could have broken the nose of Eddie Kingston, lunging through the ropes with the flat of his boot like that.
To be fair, it wouldn't be the first time Eddie Kingston broke his nose. He's been in plenty of fights.
Both in the ring and out, sometimes in classrooms, sometimes in streets. Eddie Kingston doesn't care where he has to fight, but he will fight with pride, he will fight with honor, he will fight with all of his heart, like he is doing here tonight in our main event.
When the fans love him, they can identify with Eddie. Right to the core, right to the heart. That's what Eddie's got. And you mentioned earlier, we have taken our last break. Excalibur staying with this 60-minute time out world title, long as it takes.
Eddie Kingston still throwing hands.
Joe, though, answering the chops with an elbow strike. Now Kingston digs deep, 2 chops, a lariat, but Joe stays on his feet. A second lariat, but Joe remains upright. Kingston,
be careful here.
Power slam on the leg, it's hooked, recovers mine, and Kingston kicks out.
You know, I can see that coming because Joe was dangling almost as if he was playing possum that time, waiting at him to hit the rope. See that?
Oh, Joe. The hips of Samoa Joe, the control, that enziguri, followed up by that power slam in such quick succession. He moves with the poise, the agility of a man half his size. It's unbelievable how well Samoa Joe moves in his size. And to be able to snap a power slam like that, rotate a man over. And now just these insulting knees to the jaw.
To work in something in Eddie Kingston. 3 lariats with Joe now battering the face of Kingston with the knees. Joe, though, those kicks, the toe of his boot into the face of Eddie Kingston, already damaged face of Eddie Kingston. Joe on the move, and now Kingston. Slaughter from Kingston! Coming now! 1, 2, oh no!
Look at this. Oh, dropped him right down on his head.
This crowd willing on Eddie Kingston, the challenger. They want to see the coronation. They want to see the king earn his crown. But Samoa Joe plants Kingston, and now Joe. The STF is cinched in. Samoa Joe's gone. Kingston frees himself from the STF. Both men up to their feet. That's how he beat Shibata, but Joe very deftly rolls out of the ring, either by happenstance or by strategy. Either way, it prevented Kingston from making the cover.
It was a smart move, and now Eddie knows it. Eddie's going to try to get Joe back in the ring.
That's a challenging task in its own right. With how big Joe is, Eddie managed to do it.
Kingston has the high ground, the advantage on our AEW World Champion now. Could be looking to land the Arkin, the spinning back fist. Joe is ready for it.
Yeah, he blocked it. The hands up.
The headbutt, the leg, chopped down. Eddie, the cutter. Joe on roller skates here. Kingston, here comes the Arkin. No, Joe kicking approach. Kicking approach. Joe is ready for it. Kingston is locked in. And Eddie, the hand on the forearm. Eddie fighting with all his feet. But Eddie, he's fading. Kingston taps out.
The winner of this match, and still AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe.
Tremendous counter wrestling by Samoa Joe, anticipating the Hurricane, blocking in the Kikina clutch, and you know that has to eat Kingston up inside to tap out to Samoa Joe.
Eddie wanted the real Samoa Joe. He got the real Samoa Joe.
Boy, we've got a lot more to come. Excalibur, an early start Saturday afternoon, and then 3 hours next Wednesday from Manchester.
And it is official for the Holiday Bash 1 week from tonight. $1 million on the line. The Elite, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega versus Edge Cesaro. Konosuke Takeshita and Kazuchika Okada plus FTR for the AEW World Tag Team Championship on the line against the Bang Bang Gang next Wednesday night from Manchester, England. As Samoa Joe leaves, winner is coming as the AEW World Champion still on the next Wednesday night. Dynamite, Diamond Ring, Battle Royal, all that and so much more live from Manchester.
All right, we're done. One more time. Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, good night. For John, for Sean, I'm Michael Paul. Good night. We'll see you Friday. We'll see you Friday night for SmackDown on USA and Saturday afternoon for Collision, and then Saturday night for Saturday night's main event, when John Cena steps into the ring for the very last time. Good night.
Like and subscribe.
Good.